Hello everyone. Welcome to yet another exciting episode of the Women in STEM podcast. This is a space where we talk about the journeys, the challenges of amazing women, real women who are building and shaping the way STEM courses are regarded. I am your host Sheila. And today we're going to talk about data science with our guest, Mrs. Katongo. I am very excited that she's here. I'm very excited that she agreed to do this interview despite her very busy schedule. She's a very inspiring guest, and this is my colleague and a brilliant mind in the field of data science. This is Mrs. Katongo, and she is my very special guest on this podcast. Drum roll! Yay! I'm so excited. She is someone I look up to because of her passion in STEM courses, data science in particular, and also her impressive academic and professional journey. So let's get to know our guest, Madam Abigail. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to our podcast.
Thank you so much, Madam Sheila, for welcoming me to come and be your guest today. I am very pleased to tell you, for you to consider me to come at this point in time to come and share about my journey into STEM and just myself at large. Okay, just as Madam Sheila has introduced, I am Mrs. Abigail Katongo, very, let me say, great thinker and interesting lady, very composed, and there's someone who is very much interested in mathematics, programming and all those things. Okay, so as I said, I'm a great thinker. I enjoy listening to people more than I enjoy talking, because as people speak, I begin thinking and try to understand what people actually say, because it's from what people say that I learn a lot than just talking anyhow. So that's my personality. And professional-wise, I'm a data scientist, yes, and I'm also a great mathematician who obtained my BSc from the Copperbelt University, the mighty Copperbelt as it is mentioned in Zambia. So I have a very good background in mathematics, okay, and I'm also a data scientist, a great one to mention it, because I obtained it from Kenya under PAUSTI, Pan-African Institute for Basic Sciences, Technology and Innovation from Kenya. So I enjoy what I do.
Wow, this is so powerful. I'm so excited to host such an amazing powerhouse in STEM. You are so much welcome. Now, you mentioned data science and analytics. What really got you interested in such an amazing field? What sparked your interest? What do you like about data science? Tell us.
Okay, so what really inspired me to do data science is that the time I actually completed my BSc from Copperbelt University, I really wanted to do something that is, that can be applied, okay, practically. That's something that not just, when you talk of mathematics, we did a lot of solvings and all that. But after completing my BSc, I thought to myself that I needed to do something practical. And so I began to research, what do we need as Zambians or as Africa as at now? Do we need just somebody who can be solving mathematics just as on paper, or we need somebody who can actually bring mathematics into something practical, something that can be seen? So I began my research, okay, and then I saw that actually in Zambia we have a lot of data out there. A lot of data actually, but few of people can mine it, few of people who can understand what is really happening in the data, so that they can at least make meaningful decisions, so that we can drive our country forward. So after doing my research, I saw that the field that I really need to do is data science, because I saw the courses that are supposed to be done, the things that are required to someone to become a data scientist. And therefore I decided to myself to say this is the best the program that I'm supposed to do, and it's really needed. Looking at how we're moving as Zambia and the world at large, we are moving technically digital wise. Okay, everything that we are doing now, we need to understand what AI is doing. We need to understand all this. So me being a mathematician, I saw that doing data science will actually give me something that I can add to my country and the world. Like I can be somebody of value, someone who can at least change Zambia. This is what we are all trying to do as women. So that's how I ended up doing data science. Yes.
Wow, Madam Abby, this is very inspiring because most of us and many people choose careers. We just maybe something that we're interested in. But I like the way you married your interest for quantitative courses and the needs of the community. You wanted to be a practical professional. You looked at the realities of our communities and you wanted to be a person of value, which is truly inspiring in the way we choose our career options. So when we go back to your young self, have you always imagined yourself working in STEM, growing up, or maybe that passion came a little later in life?
Okay, I can actually say that it was the time I was growing up. It's not something new. Yeah, because let me just talk of mathematics. My interest in mathematics actually started when I was in grade 8. Okay, I was actually a person who was not that intelligent. I was a person who could fail, actually failing. And so I had to sit down and ask myself, am I just a failure or there's something, that I can put out there? Okay, so I looked at how my family is. Okay, I saw that most of my family members are good at mathematics and all that. So I told myself to say, okay, maybe I should try and also concentrate on one thing instead of failing everything. So I had to put my mind into doing practice in mathematics and all that. Then I came to realize that actually these things are not hard. Mathematics is just about practice, because the more I practice, I began to understand the basics of mathematics. I began to actually understand the concepts, everything that was needed. So it was from there, after understanding the mathematics at the tender age in grade 8, I began to understand mathematics, and it was my first time to actually become the best pupil in class, when I was always maybe second from last or third from last. Just having mathematics, it boosted me to say I can do better as a woman. I'm not supposed to be discouraged or anything. I can actually do it. It was from mathematics. Then I was also able to apply. I was like, if I can pass mathematics, it means that even these other courses like science, when you talk of mathematics, is actually applied in these other courses. So I began to also understand chemistry. I began to understand physics. And at the end of the day, I found myself to say that I'm actually intelligent, and I was able to pass, in most of the subjects that I took at that stage. And so I began to see that, my strength is in STEM. I can actually be a lady in that area, because that's how, I developed myself. And up to now, I cannot regret. It's a very good program, and I believe every woman out there can do it. Yeah, thank you.
Wow. This is very, very inspiring, as I mentioned earlier, because you, Madam Abby, are coming from a person that is just ordinary, and you mentioned that you did fail some courses. You didn't really understand everything at one go, but you worked hard to understand these things. You put your mind to it and practiced to being the best student, which is just something that marries into like what I discussed in my previous episode, where I looked at the myths, where there's a an idea that is truly held by many people that you need to be a genius or an A+ student to thrive in STEM courses like mathematics. But you have just shown to us and even demonstrated to a young girl or a young woman out there that thinks that it is impossible to, just because maybe you have failed or you don't understand the algebra, the trigonometry, you can't do anything, you can't thrive. You have worked hard to be where you are. You have practiced and put your mind to it, and there was that willpower and interest to do your best, which is very inspiring and motivating to others. Thank you so much for sharing that aspect of how you started your career in data science. So you did mention that you got a scholarship to get into data science. How did this come up? Did you apply? How did your journey now finally begin? Also, which university, which courses did you take? What courses were your favorite, if you can remember?
Okay, yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, after completing my BSc, I began to think of what I could do, and I came up to say, okay, I'm supposed to be a data scientist. So I started looking out for what scholarship, because at that stage, I couldn't sponsor myself to do a master's a master's paper. And looking at Zambia at that time, we didn't have institutions that could offer data science at master level. So I began to search. I was always on the lookout to see what scholarships are being posted out there. Then I came across Pan-African Institute advert. Okay, they wanted different people, but then I was interested in data science. So after I saw it, I was like, oh God, I've seen it now. It's here. This is what I want. Okay, so I applied for that, knowing that, okay, because looking at the courses that they wanted, I had some good marks. Okay, from Copperbelt University, I had some A's and some A+. So I looked at because they wanted someone who has done at least computer science, mathematics, and statistics, and also even just some other sciences. Okay, so I looked at what I did. I knew, okay, they are going to select me. And being a lady, I was thinking maybe in Zambia I might be the only one applying for this, or if not, maybe minimum of 5. That's what I was thinking at that level. So I applied for that scholarship, and thank God I was given 100% scholarship to go to Kenya, and I grabbed it, because that's what I really wanted to do. So I had no, I never thought leaving it. I really wanted it. So I had to go to Kenya. The courses which we did that side were very interesting courses, okay? Because we touched a lot of things that I needed to understand. I can mention some. Okay, so we did machine learning and data science. We did data visualization and visual analytics. We did programming for data science. We did statistical modeling. We did algorithms for data science. We did machine learning and data science. We also did history of Africa, it being a Pan-African Institute. Okay, so there are some other courses which I did. I've just mentioned some here. Okay. And the most courses which I enjoyed were the following. I enjoyed algorithms for data science. Okay, I enjoyed programming for data science, because this is what I was looking up to. I really wanted to understand programming, because when I hear someone saying that I'm programming, it was like, what is this person doing? So after having that opportunity to do that programming for data science, I was very excited, and I enjoyed doing these classes. Also, machine learning and data mining, because under machine learning and data science mining, we actually went further to do deep learning, which I also really wanted to do. We did some Hadoop and all those projects. They were very interesting at that stage. Okay, and the most part which I loved the most was these lecturers could actually make it practical, because I had this mindset to say, maybe because I'm doing it in Africa, it will not be that practical. They'll be giving us theory and then you do it on your own. But surprisingly, I really enjoyed, because the lecturers that we had could actually come with real data sets which we could work on with as groups, okay, sometimes individually, and then you clean the data, you see how the trends, if there are trends, the insights, okay, and then we now visualize and explain. It was very interesting, you do these visuals and then you explain what you're finding. I was like, I'm in the right direction, this is what I really wanted. Yeah, I think that's what I can say for now.
Wow, interesting. This program, data science, is very exciting. I can see and I can tell the passion from your side. These courses, machine learning, programming, deep learning, I love the way they were taught, the practical nature, the realistic side of these fields. They helped to bring such concept to reality, and they were hands-on. And also, I appreciate how you have sourced for opportunities for yourself. Like, you were proactive enough. Like after secondary school, what am I going to do for uni? You went to Copperbelt University. Now for my master's, you researched on what opportunities are there. So opportunities are there. They're just waiting for us as women to take them up, to be ready to take them up, to see what they require. Are we able to meet those requirements? Are we able to take them up? It's about us being proactive and not just waiting for opportunities to just come to us. I love the way you seized opportunities, searched for them, and which is truly commendable. So as a woman in STEM, what challenges did you face so far, like in your career, or that you face in your career? Because as women, we go through a lot of challenges. There's the work-life balance, how to manage confidence levels, that imposter syndrome. We are always maybe apologizing for being in a male-dominated field. What has been your experience?
Okay, just like you have mentioned, there is nobody in this world who has, done something without challenges, okay? Challenges are always there and they are unique, okay? So I can share my challenge, okay? It was the time now I needed to go for my, my master's. I was given this 100% scholarship. I needed to take it, but it came at the point when I just, had my firstborn child, okay? I just gave birth, okay? So it was now a decision to say, am I supposed to leave this child and go for my master's, or what am I going to do actually? So it was something, very challenging to make that decision, because at the time I was supposed to report, my child was just 3 months old. So now having that child to be my first child, okay, I was very attached to this boy, and it was very hard for me to leave this child. So now the idea was, am I supposed to go with this child or not? Now, looking at the situation that I was going to a new place, a place that I also have no idea about, it wasn't very encouraging for me to go with this boy, okay? Because I wouldn't know how the boy would adapt, and I was also just a learning mother. If the boy gets sick, with the grandmother is not there, how am I going to take care of this child? Because whatever I'm going to do to this child, I'm learning, because this is the first child that I have. So it was very challenging now. You see, now we had to bring up, talking to families, even just some people we trusted, okay? We talked to them. So how can we go about this thing? Surprisingly for my hubby, he was like, what we need is for you to progress. He's always a man who has always been there to push me forward. So now for myself, it was very hard, because I needed to stop breastfeeding this child at that tender age, 3 months, very small boy. Yeah, so we decided to, leave this child behind. Despite that, my mom is a very sick person whom, being a first girl in the family, everybody looks at you. So it's more like you are now the second mother. So you need to take care of your mother. And now leaving this boy behind, I know that my mom cannot take care of. And now I needed to trust my mother-in-law, okay, whom I was just knowing, because we've just gotten married with this man. So now it was very hard. But at the end of the day, we had to put everything in prayer, and we came up with a decision to say, okay, if God has given us this opportunity, God has given me this opportunity to have masters, and He's also given me this child, okay, so we can pick up something, okay, because He will give us a way, and for sure He gave us the way. We left the child with my mother-in-law, who took very good care of him, and I went to do my masters. It wasn't easy, because if you do some studies, you realize to say that when a woman is just from giving birth, we don't have that mind that you had before. You get to come back to normal maybe after a year, to some after 6 months. So that also affected me, because I could see how my performance was in the first semester when I was at the university. It wasn't that I knew that, okay, I'm that intelligent person, but because I'm not with my son, and I'm also just from that period of delivering, it was hard for me to have even just good results, okay. So it was that challenging part, that first semester of my masters, just to accept that I'm not with that child, and I'm also supposed to put focus on what I'm doing. But to thank God, I managed to pass, okay, and I cleared. I even went in the second semester. So even women out there, I know that when it comes to children, it's hard, even just when you're working, you need to take care of your children. You also need to take care of your husband and still do your career. I can encourage you that God has blessed us in a special way, okay. He has blessed us to balance, okay. We are capable of balancing between family and also work. So as a woman, what we need to do is just to have a positive mind. Always be positive, because the moment you put the negative part in your head, you will not do anything. Even the brain will know that I cannot do this. But when you're positive, everything is, you can do it. Just have a positive mind every time you wake up, and every time you're doing something, just have a positive mind as a woman, because challenges will always be there. Every time, challenges will not end, because we grow through challenges. If we're not going through challenges, we'll not grow career-wise, or even just as a person. So we need to go through challenges, welcome challenges, embrace them, but have a positive mind. Thank you.
Listeners, I am left in awe. I am inspired. I am just so I'm lost for words on how you manage to navigate all those issues involving children, family life, your responsibilities, such huge responsibilities, how you manage to juggle all that. You're a new mom. It's not easy to leave your child. How you can concentrate in school when you have left your child, and even when you bring your child to another country, there are those challenges. The child has to adapt and adjust to a new environment and everything, and while you are going to school and still have to do well, because this is a scholarship, you need good grades, you need to, I'm just proud, Madam Abby, on how you just juggled everything. And you have touched on my next question that I wanted to ask on support systems, like communities that have helped you grow. I have seen that you have talked about family, God, and the power of positivity in you achieving what God has called you to achieve. I'm really inspired, and this has really highlighted the power of support systems in helping us as women to grow. We need a thriving environment for us to achieve beyond our wildest dreams. So this is so important that you have highlighted that part on support system, and you have just shown or described to the listeners that challenges are there. challenges will always be there. Women or not women, we will all, as human beings, we will all face challenges. It's about how we go into those challenges and issues of life, the power of positivity. That is what will separate us from others that are giving up. So this is wonderful to our listeners. You've seen that Madam Abby is an ordinary person who faced challenges, who has shown resilience, who was determined to also make her family proud, because they were also supporting her and were backing her, and she knew what she wanted to do, which is so important. And Madam Abby, when we come to data science, we talked about data science, you mentioned the different courses that you took. Now, I know that there are people that do not know anything about data science, and they are hearing about data science for the very first time. How would you describe it? Just in simple terms, briefly, what is data science all about?
Okay, I think I will just give a simple statement on it so that I don't say a lot of ways to confuse people. Yeah, so data science is just, I can just define it as a study, okay, where you actually try to understand the data and then you communicate the findings, or you try to make meaningful decisions out of the data that you have. So it all starts with the data collection, okay? You collect the data and then now you clean it up, because it will be collected as raw data. So you now look at the things that you need to focus on, you clean it up, you study it, and then now you communicate. So as a data scientist, you need to actually be a great thinker, because you're trying to clean this data, which is raw data. So you need to be a great thinker, and then you also need to be a great communicator, because after you do the analysis, okay, you understand whatever is happening to the data. Now you need to explain to the people out there to understand what you are understanding. So you need somebody who can communicate to people for them to understand. So communication is also a key for a data scientist. I think that's the simplest way I can define data science.
Okay, sounds very interesting. Even for someone considering such a career, you know that there are these aspects of critical thinking skills, being a great communicator, having those analytical skills. So if you're not so good in some of these, you can sharpen these skills and find your way to this career of data science. So now, Mrs. Katongo, when it comes to your day as a data scientist, how does your typical day look like? Is it just a boring, unending cycle of data analysis, data, or routine? How do you find it? How is your typical day?
Okay, it cannot be boring, because as I mentioned, data science is very interesting. So a typical day would look like something, you wake up in the morning, it's not every time you think about data. So you have that relaxed day, I may say, and you check your emails and all that. If you have something you need to work on, you now start, if you left, say, let me say you left something that you started, let's say yesterday, and you did not complete. So you do that, you complete the task for yesterday, and then now you start analyzing. So it's about, you get the data set, you start analyzing, you do the program, you do all those codings, okay? So it's very interesting, because as you are coding, you cannot just be sitting. You can even have a cup of tea here, okay? You can as well chat with people as you are coding, because you'll be waiting for the codes to run. So as the codes are running, you are relaxed. So it's not something, that can scare anybody, but it's just something that I can say I enjoy, and the day would just run. You will not even know that the day is actually completing, because you'll be there on the laptop doing the coding. You are actually enjoying, and then you just find that actually the day has come to an end.
Yeah. Okay. So slay queens, divas, data science is not boring at all. It's not boring. It's luxurious. It's a wonderful field. So you can also consider doing it. If you are a diva, you just like maybe going for manicures, pedicures, you can still be a data scientist. It's not just boring and just data for geeks and just boring stuff. It's actually interesting. So Madam Abby, what advice would you give to young girls or even young women who would like to pursue a career in data science but feel like maybe they're down, they can't do it, it's just too complicated and they feel intimidated? What advice would you give?
Okay, my advice I can give is that, no need to be intimidated, because for you to even think of data science, it means you're intelligent, first of all. For you to think of what you need to do, it means you are capable of doing. So it's just a matter of now you pushing yourself to do that career, because I'm telling you, it is something good. And this is where we are actually moving forward to. So even when you love money, there are people out there who love money. Data science is a field where you earn money that you didn't even imagine. Because actually, as we move forward, they'll be looking for these people, and you find that there'll be few. So if you make that decision right now, you'll be among the cream, the people they will be, hunting to join, to mine the data, to give, good, decision making and good insights from the data. It is your people that they want. So please do not be intimidated. Do not feel discouraged. You are a woman and you can step out there.
Oh, yes, we are women and we can step out there. I like that. So don't feel intimidated. You can do it. It's not a man's world, or we can do it. We can achieve what we want to achieve. So we come to a very, very fun segment. I'll ask you, Madam Abby, a few quick questions. Let me know which one you would choose or what it is that I'll ask you, and if you need to explain why, you can explain, but these are very quick questions. So are you ready?
Very much ready.
Okay, so Python or R?
Python. I love Python. First of all, it is a tool which most data scientists are using. So you are sure that I have a very large community out there. So even when I'm stuck with this code that I'm trying to work on, I can actually find it out there, because most of the data scientists are using the same tool. And if you have a challenge, you may find that you're not the first one to actually encounter that challenge. You find maybe somebody has also posted concerning whatever you are facing as a challenge, and you will find solution to it. And actually, Python is, for me, I will not say for everyone, for me it is something very simple, even just to learn for beginners. If you start with Python, you see that it's something very easy to learn, even on your own. If you just view some videos and then you try to practice, it is very easy to learn. So for me, I go for Python.
Okay, so Python is not a snake in data science. Please. Okay, interesting. So tea or coffee at work, which do you prefer?
I prefer tea. Yeah, because just tea. I can't go for coffee. It's not my thing.
It's not your cup of tea.
Yeah. It's not my cup of tea.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the most challenging data set you've ever worked with?
Okay, it was the time I was doing my project, my MSc project, because we needed to do that project. Very interesting. So I had 4 data sets. I was working on 2 from Cargo and 2 from the Cancer Imagine Achieve. So the data set that challenged me was the lung CT diagnosis data set from the Cancer Imagine Achieve. This data set had 4,682 images, So I downloaded this data set on my laptop. Now I needed to view. Now, being a new data set, data scientist who is just trying to learn things, every time I downloaded the data set, it was easy. Even when you get from Cargo, you see that, you're able to see images on just open. But for this one, it was so surprising. I opened the data set and wow, there were no images. was like, what am I supposed to do? What am I missing here? So it took me like 3 days just to open the data set at that stage, okay? So I had to do some research. You read through whatever Cancer Imaging Achieve, how you can view the data set, because actually it was in a DCOM format. So I retrieved it using the NBIA data retriever from the Cancer Imaging Achieve, which is the National Biomedical Imaging Achieve. Okay, so I had to understand how you open this. So you actually need to install the NBIA before you view it. So that is what I was missing. So it was really challenging, but after I found out and I understood that is what I needed to do. It was very interesting. Even the images that they had were very good. I never wanted to leave this dataset. I had some options which I could do, but I trusted the Cancer Imaging Achieve because I know that they are very good specialists who work on these datasets. So I knew that if I need to work to have a dataset to work for my project, I needed to get it from a good source. Yeah, so that it can be a perfect model that I'm creating. So yeah, that was a dataset that actually challenged me. Yeah.
Wow. It gives me great pride to just see how, as women, we can navigate, we can sort out problems, we can overcome these challenges. This is a big data set, but how you manage to sort it out. You were not scared of such a challenge. You were not intimidated, and you for you to just give up and say, I can't do it. I love how you just managed to overcome it using your own resourcefulness and your determination. It's just inspiring. And we got to the next one. One word you would use to describe women in STEM.
One word.
Yes.
Great.
Great. Oh, I love it. I love it. We are great. I love it. Okay, how about marking or teaching? Marking scripts or teaching?
Teaching.
Teaching.
Yes.
Not marking.
Because teaching, you are bringing out that knowledge to people and you are enjoying. When it comes to marking, it's something else.
Me too. I think I find it a little bit tedious and routine, but anyway, it's part of academia. What about online lectures or physical lectures?
Physical.
Physical. Why?
Yes, because for physical, I want to actually see what the student is doing. I want to, if let's say we are coding, we can do it online. Yeah, it's faster online, but I would prefer physical so that I actually move to where my student is and I check how the person is coding. So I would love physical.
Definitely. That's a very important point, because when you are looking at the student, you're interacting with them, it's easy to connect with them. Okay. This has been so much fun. Listeners, we have come to the end of our interview, our session. I have thoroughly enjoyed our session because I haven't been alone. I have been with an amazing guest, Mrs. Katongo. Thank you so much for taking time from your busy schedule, for sharing your inspiring story and journey. And this serves to be a reminder that women belong in STEM. We can thrive, and we belong in an environment where we allow innovation, discovery to thrive. To listeners, if you are a young woman dreaming of a career in STEM, please be inspired by Mrs. Katongo's story. Let it be your encouragement. Know that you are not different from other women like Mrs. Katongo that have thrived and have led a successful career in STEM. You can do it also. Mrs. Katongo, what final words would you have for our listeners before you go?
Okay, I think I would just say come all and join STEM. We need you people because you need to be great. I know you are great there, you need to be greater. So come and join STEM. That is what will define us as women as we move forward. So I think that's where I can end, and actually thank Madam Sheila for this opportunity that has been given to me to come here and, share a lot about myself. Actually, I've also learned a lot from this Madam Sheila you're hearing to. Is a person we can learn from as women, okay? Just her taking this step, okay? She's trying to help many people out there to see that women can actually do it. And so if a woman can stand up, okay, to encourage us women, then we need to take it. Yeah, thank you.
I am humbled. Thank you so much. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in to this podcast, Women in STEM podcast. Don't forget to share this episode. Follow us on this podcast. Until next time, women, you should know that you have it all within you and go for it. Just do it. From me and Madam Katongo, thank you so much.
Thank you.